Alrighty everyone, good evening or afternoon depending on where you are, and welcome to the ESL Asia Go4WoT Cup 24. I'm GoGoGadget and we're just about to jump into the first round of today's Cup, featuring some newcomers which I certainly haven't seen play before. They are in fact the Potato Crew, and they haven't actually participated in any other Go4WoT Asia Cups as a team, so pretty excited to kick this one off with seeing how they go. So we are going to be playing this one on Ruinberg for the first two maps of this best of three, as we can see. And in fact, the Potato Crew are going to be starting off on the offense. So, yep, ready. Let everyone know that we are ready, and we should be able to load into the match right now. So we've already got the tank picks underway. Of course, let's go ahead and run through those as we load in. So we've got the Swordfish here on our left. They are taking into battle one AMX 5100, that French Tier 8 heavy autoloader, two IS3s, one T32, one T54 lightweight, and they've decided to go with the two Tier 7s, a T29 and a Bulldog as their last couple of picks. On the other side though, the Potato Crew, they've got a brilliant looking lineup, I have to say. Two AMX 5100s, four IS3s, and a Cromwell B. So something a little bit different there. Not always used to seeing that one. But there we go. Now with 10 seconds left on the scoreboard, I think I'm going to be rolling out with the Swordfish first off. Swordfish, aka family, as they, I think, once were known before they changed their name to Swordfish. But it's time to roll out. Okay, so here we are. We have got Hot Trang. He's going to be in the AMX 5100. Chutzy here in the IS3. Long Peter in his own IS3. Pizom in that T32. Star PDM in the T54 lightweight here. MyCute in that little baby T32. The T29 here, and the M41 Bulldog is being piloted by Ronan. Now on the attacking side though, we can see they're already making a move, the Potato Crew right here. They're going to be moving towards the 2 flag from the looks of things, heading down south to the field and really hugging the line. At least these AMX 5100s are, so hugging the boundary of the map, which is good to see. Making sure that they're very hard to spot. In the meantime, we've got a couple of IS3s here. I'm not too sure if Ronan actually spotted them or not. It looks like he may have. Getting a few shots across on towards that Cromwell B, who's already taken over 400 damage. One more shot. No, finally one more shot. We'll be able to finish him off. There we go. Ronan managing to take him down without going down himself, although those shots very, very close right there. So Ronan definitely going to have to be careful as he retreats back to the base. So he did manage to get a nice amount of well, useful information there for his team. It's exactly what you want to be doing. And a Cromwell B though, it's not the end of the world for the Potato Crew, losing their Tier 6 British medium. But right now, it's looking like the Potato Crew are pushing up with their IS3s right here, pushing in towards the town, so they're not waiting at all. They've got their AMX 5100 sat back down on the bottom of the zero line, which I actually think is a smart move, sitting them back there to make sure that if, or once they do run out of their autoloaders clips, then they can just pop back and not be in the middle of things like these IS3s are. So right now, we're getting some pushes coming on. Ronan, he's just gone down to Yoshi Minami, and these IS3s here doing some work, and Yoshi getting another kill right there, taking down Star PDM. So early on, it's looking pretty good for pretty good for the Potato Crew as they take down another one of the Swordfish. Long Peter though and Chutzy, they're both on 100% HP. They might be able to make something happen right here. But the issue is the T32 and the T29 of the Swordfish are nowhere around. They're not close. They can't contribute to the fight. So look at this. This is not looking good for the family, aka the Swordfish, at all. And with a few more shots, it's going to be Long Peter going down first, I believe. And that was actually a ricochet there, potentially an important ricochet. He does finally go down there. Lord Chaos 1991 doing the business. But Chutzy is still on 100% HP, trying to fire a few shots across towards that AMX 5100 from the looks of things, but he's not going to be able to take it down. Chutzy now, one shot from death. Meek lands the final shell. And just like that is a 4-on-2. And the Swordfish only have one Tier 8, one Tier 7 right here. So it's not looking brilliant for them. And, well, we're looking at some of these IS3s. We've got one on 1500 HP, one on a bit over 1000. So it really should just be a matter of cleanup right here for the Potato Crew as they roll over the street here. It's looking like MyQ might be the first target for them to take down, and even getting a few rams coming in right there. MyQ on 3% HP. Meep Meep finishes him off, and now Pizom is the last man standing for VNF. And he will be taken down in short notice, no doubt. So, overall, the first match that we've ever seen the Potato Crew play as a team. I don't really think I recognise any of their names either, but they played this one textbook from start to finish. And I don't know, maybe VNF, maybe the Swordfish maybe underestimated them a little bit potentially. I'm not sure, but let's take a look at this team score now. And we can see, wow, look at that. Lord Chaos in that IS3, 3,000 damage, over 3,000. Clouds TV, 2.5k in his IS3. And, well, he even had almost 1,000 damage blocked by his armor. So obviously angling that IS3 very well also. We had the AMX 5100s right after that. And that's actually crazy. So even in a battle that was kind of looked completely in TPC's favour from the get-go, effectively, two of their IS3s didn't even get a shell off, effectively, a shell worth of damage. So if that's what TPC can do when two of their players literally just kind of contribute by being meat shields, then wow, that is pretty impressive. So this time though, it's looking like I'd like to see Swordfish pick a bit more of a standard lineup here. Although of course we have changed sides right now, so Swordfish are going to be on the offense. And let all the players know that we do, of course, run a slight delay on the live stream just to prevent any potential ghosting that might be coming, anything like that, any funny business in general. Although I'm sure these guys probably wouldn't do that. But here we go. It's looking like Yoshi might have just crashed out there, so hopefully we can get him back in action very soon to jump in towards his second match in this best of 3. And this is actually the only match in the round of 16 today. So we had, I think, 9 teams in today's cup. So it's a nice little cozy cup for this week. And just taking a look through the lineup, I think we've actually got some more new teams as well that I'll be interested to see how they do. We've got Riker CT Academy, from the looks of things, who apparently competed in Go4WoT Cup 6, but I certainly don't remember how they went there, and that's the only one. So fairly newish team there. We've got Keyser Gaming, and it's looking like Keyser, they did participate in Go4WoT Cups 22 and 21, but it's looking like he did lose out to EasyCo in Cup number 21 and the Super Noobs. Okay, but there we go. It's looking like okay, we are getting him back into action. Getting Yoshi, I think it was. Okay, and we can see bit of a change in tanks coming up there for TPC, for the Potato Crew. So it's looking like they have changed one of their IS3s to a T32, going for that Tier 8 American Heavy, which on the defense, actually, now this could be a little bit dangerous for TPC, because I like going for that full heavy lineup on the offense here in Ruinberg, but on the defense, you've got to really have have a good plan of how you can rotate or where you're going to spread your tanks out, because of course, like we saw last time, you know, those two American heavies for the swordfish that were situated around this area here, they took so long to get back into the action around the town that by the time they were actually there, I mean, the battle was already lost. So okay, so asking now if swordfish are going to change tanks potentially. Let's go ahead and take a look. I would like to see the swordfish this time. I don't know. Just a more standard lineup. It would be nice to see out of them, I think. Because last time, of course, they had the AMX, they had the IS. Actually, did they have one IS? Yeah, I think they did. A couple of IS. You know, bit of a mishmash of everything. So alrighty, so just checking what swordfishes. Okay, there we go. So the swordfish will be going with two T54 lightweights over there. Alrighty, asking if they're going to change everything or just some of the tanks. Well, I'd assume they'd still keep some. And so obviously Yoshi's still having a bit of an issue with TPC at the moment. So experiencing, yeah, Serene Potato saying that TPC, the Potato Crew, are experiencing a few issues on their end. So right there, 3 minutes. Alrighty, and I think Rex is just popping in there, so good to see the swordfish. They're always coming prepared, always have a few extra subs in the roster. Alrighty, and 2 minutes. So while we're actually just getting this sorted out and making sure that TPC... Oh, okay, he's logging in now, apparently. There we go. So hopefully he should be back in any moment right now, because Yoshi, actually, he was one of the top scorers from memory for TPC last game, so it would definitely be a loss if they... yeah, if they went into this one without him, so... And there we go, we can see the Potato Crew's brilliant looking logo right there. It is in fact a potato. So very fitting. Yoshi, 1 minute remaining. Alrighty, so it's looking like it's looking like they're still still counting down the time. But I'm sure Yoshi will be getting in here very, very soon. But there we go. Okay, he's in. Yoshi is in the building, so we can go ahead and start out. And start out maybe the tank repicks for this second match on Ruinberg here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look. Ready, Swordfish have made the changes. Yep, everyone's ready. Beautiful. Alrighty, we're ready to go. Let everyone know that we're ready as well. And it's looking like, oh, the call is actually to wait at the moment. So, Star PDM. Okay, serene potatoes ready now. And Yoshi this time is going to be in that Cromwell. But yeah, overall, it's looking like Swordfish taking a completely different lineup in towards this one. A much more unified lineup. And almost taking a page out of TPC's book by taking those 4 IS3s on the attack this time. So right there, Yoshi is going to be loading in. And with 15 seconds left on the clock, I think we're going to be running through TPC's lineup to start things off here. So TPC, only change they've made is they've added 1 T32 into their lineup, which is looking pretty good. So there we go. Starting off from the bottom here, we have got Yoshi Minami in the Cromwell, Lord Chaos 1991 in that T32. The IS3 here being driven by Clouds TV, Serene Potato is going to be in his IS3, Imber Batman in that IS3, and Meep Meep is going to be in his AMX 5100. Once again, hugging the map boundary there, and what you're waiting for. It's going to be in his AMX 5100 as well. So there we go, and they're setting up at the moment for a pretty balanced defense. I think it's safe to say. I like what TPC are doing here and putting their 2 AMX 5100s to guard out the 1 flag. Obviously, the most mobile out of all of the heavy tanks on their team. So that means that if a field push did come in, then these guys could actually rotate quite quickly compared to something like a T32 or an IS3. But right now, the base capture has started. And that's actually going to be Ronan coming in and out of the base right there, and kind of maybe trying to push up a little bit, and might have actually proxy spotted that Cromwell right there. The Cromwell has to be very, very careful, otherwise he's going to get blown up in no time at all. Forced to duck behind the building. Well, almost forced to duck behind the building. He's playing it a little bit risky right there. Got to pay the price. And Pizom, Cromwell takes him out. So right there, the base cap has been started. I think they've got 2, maybe 3 members in the base, but in the meantime, the first IS3 has gone down for the Swordfish. That's going to be Long Peter going down to Lord Chaos 1991 here, and the battle is on. Hot Train here on 40% HP in that IS3, taking a lot of hits, but that's all he needs to do. He just needs to do it for a little bit longer whilst this base cap is in effect, because the Swordfish, oh no, beautiful reset comes in there. I'm not too sure who that hit from the base cap, but the Swordfish now have their base cap reset to 60 with another IS3 closing in, but that one is not looking too healthy. Ooh, on 254 HP. I'm not too sure if MyCute's fired yet, but it's going to be very dangerous if he has an 80 right now, and that's going to be Ronan taking down Imber Batman. MyCute now taking some damage. The base cap has been reset, but now the fight is on for that 1 flag up there, and Hot Trang going to be able to get some nice shots. We've got Meep Meep coming down as well with that AMX 5100. Serene Potatoes just gone down, so it's a 4-on-4 in terms of tier 8s. But Cromwell is still up for the Swordfish, so it's a little bit of extra damage on the field right there. But Clouds TV is going to be coming around here. MyCute is either 1 or 2 shots from going down. So, oh, beautiful angling right there. Ricochet comes off Clouds. And this is going to be a, well, looking like a win for the Swordfish right there, as we'll just have to jump right back into game. As it seems like may have experienced a bit of a crash there, a bit of a client issue. So we'll see if we can go ahead and get back into it before we miss too much, or before we miss the end of the battle rather. So, alrighty, here we are, loading back into it right now, and we've just missed it. Damn, that's not fun. But anyway, so that was obviously a win to the Potatoes, 1-1. It's a win to the Swordfish. So it's 1-1 at the moment between the Swordfishes and the Potato Crew. So now we're going to be going off to our, well, first match, and we've already got it going out to a best of 3. This one is going to be played out on Lakeville, of course. So, we'll be seeing what the Potato Crew can bring to this one. And I think they started off well there. They had the tanks in the right positions, but maybe sacrificed a little bit too much to force the reset in that last one. So, sacrificed a little bit too much HP. And all of that, so okay, it's looking like Swordfish will be the home team, and Ember Batman there asking for the Potato Crew whether they will attack, and it's looking like yes, Potato Crew will be attacking right there. So we can go ahead and take a look at what they're going to be bringing into the battle. I think Lakeville, of course, the defenders, probably going to be going with a very heavy oriented lineup, you know, lots of IS-3s, maybe a couple of T-32s, a couple of AMXs, that sort of thing, maybe even 1 or 2 T-54 lightweights if they're feeling like it. But on the attacking side, that's where you can really see a bit of variety in tanks picked. So, you know, we could be seeing something like a Hummel coming out here from the attackers. I'm not sure what TPC actually like in terms of their attack on Lakeville. Could be seeing lots of lights. I'd definitely be expecting at least 2 T-54 lightweights on the attack here. Oh, okay, so TPC starting off with 2 Pershings. Oh. Serene Potato saying there after. So, I'm not too sure, but obviously a little bit of miscommunication in the team right there, as Ember Batman saying, oh yeah, we'll pick 2 Pershings. And Serene Potato's like, oh, I haven't got a Pershing anymore. Oh, that's good. Ember Batman obviously not too impressed with that, so you can definitely tell they're a bit of a newer team here at the Potato Crew. But exactly, Elex there, our admin, saying in chat, well, you can win a nice bit of gold. Nice bit of gold from the Go4WoT weekly cups. But anyways, we've got the next couple of tank picks coming out. 2 IS-3s for both sides, and FE20. Ooh, okay, FE201. Not something that we see every day. In fact, yeah, we don't see it very often at all, of course. The FE with the strong frontal turret, and it is of course a British tank, British Tier 7 premium heavy tank, so it'll be interesting to see how that one goes. And we've got M41 picked there. I think that's an M41, or maybe not. Lots of kind of crazy picks coming out right now. Okay, and with all the abbreviations, you can sometimes lose track of all the picks and what they are. But it's looking like MyCute there picking a 304 and a 201. Which is again something that we don't see every day. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out for them. But right now it's looking like everyone is almost ready. Clouds TV, not quite. So we'll be just waiting for him. Okay, there we go. So everyone's reading up at the moment. But this is definitely going to be an interesting one. We've got that FV201 there, the Tier 7 British Heavy. We've got some Bulldogs, we've got a Pershing, Cromwell, IS3s, AMXs. And there we go. So as soon as What You're Waiting For has locked in his tank, we're getting this one underway. And there we go, locking the IS3 in. And so I think my kit there wasn't actually picking tanks, but more you know. Okay, so we're getting the countdown happening right now as well. It's time to find out who will be progressing towards our quarterfinals today and who will be eliminated in the only match in the round of 16 here in today's Go4WoT Weekly Cup number 24 for ESL Asia. And we've got 28 seconds left on the countdown clock. I think I'm going to be rolling out with... actually, I want to see where TPC go on the attack. So let's go ahead and take a look at where they head out to. But yeah, interesting. I kind of like the 2 Tier 7 pick there for the defenders. Often on Lakeville, you don't really need that extra scout in defense. The extra scout doesn't offer, it doesn't offer a great deal usually. But look at that. That is a nice looking tank as well, the FV201. Just saying. And I'm sure it probably like many of the other British tanks does have a nice high DPM gun on it. In the meantime though, let's go ahead and take a look at where the attackers are rolling out to. So we've got Meep here in the AMX 5100. He's going to be heading out towards a 1-2 line, as is, well, most of the team right here. Serene Potato as well. What You're Waiting For, all those IS3s, Pershing, the AMX and the Cromwell going to be heading out to there. And the Pershing's actually not a tank that we see particularly often either, that Tier 8 US medium tank. So we've seen a couple of super Pershings before, but yeah, there you go. Normally if the teams pick the Tier 8 US mediums, they normally go for the T49, I want to say T49, T39, T something 9. But yeah, the one that we used to see back quite a while ago. But right now, these guys just grouping up on towards this 1-2 line. And no, not the T49. The 49's a light tank. But anyways, enough of that. We've got the Cromwell here, Yoshi, who's managed to make it back into the game. Oh, and actually, I'm just taking a look at the defenders right here. The defenders have actually pushed out all the way through the town, only leaving their M41 Bulldog out to kind of defend. So this is, that is super dangerous for the defenders. That was actually a bad move from VNF, a bad move from the Swordfish. And if TPC do decide to push on through now, then they're going to have essentially free reign to get themselves into perfect positions on that one flag. This move right here could have just cost the Swordfish the game before it even started, and they have got to be worried right now. Moving back very fast, as you can tell. They know it's not a city push. And, well, maybe that's a good reason to choose a Tier 6 light tank in these games, so you can be sure that it's not a city push before you send all of your slow, heavy Tier 8s down through the city. And right here, the base capture has been started, and these IS3s, they're not even waiting to try and help out that Cromwell in the middle right there. Lord Chaos has just taken down Yoshi, but I don't think that, that the Potato crew are going to be too worried about that at all, because they have just got themselves on towards a flag essentially for free. But finally, some shots coming in right here, and it's looking like the Swordfish will just about get back in time to get some resets and start an actual fight right here. As we can see, the Pershing Batman, he's acting as a bit of a meat shield for the two heavies right behind him, which is a pretty good idea. Oh, Long Peter just getting ripped to shreds right there, and his IS-3 dropped down to 13% HP. Ducks behind the building. Now Pizom, MyCute, and also Hotrang in their IS-3s are coming right around. The Pershing is going to be the first one to go down. There we go. MyCute takes him down right there, and we're going to be jumping right back into the action, as it seems like World of Tanks, it doesn't want to see a match between these two guys today, unfortunately. So I'll have to see what the cause of that one is after we've jumped back in and maybe try and fix that. But right now, that was actually not looking too bad for the Swordfish as we get the game loaded back into at the moment. So there we go. You can see right here, Swordfish are absolutely tearing apart TPC, and this TPC, they got onto the flag first, but obviously weren't able to hold it after that. This IS-3 here, one shot from death. MyCute putting some shells into him with that FV201, and Hotrang there might get the last shot in his IS-3, but overall, TPC only able to take down 2 tier 8s from the looks of things. Maybe one more. No, it's not looking like it, as Clouds TV has just gone down. So TPC finally do go down to the Swordfish. Well-deserved win there by the Swordfish, and they're going to be pretty happy about that. So let's quickly take a look at the team score right there. Chutzy up the top in that IS-3, 1.7 thousand damage. Ronan in the M41 Bulldog, 1.4k. Star PDM, 1.4k as well in that IS-3. And, well, the Tier 7, the British Heavy, the FV201, managed to deal 1,429 HP, and that's not a bad ratio, I think. So I actually quite like the idea of picking the FV201 when you don't need that much mobility. So there you go. That is going to mean that the Potato Crew take out the Swordfish in our first match of the day. So next up, we're going to be seeing the second round, which is the quarterfinals, coming up after this, guys. So do not go anywhere. Right after this, quarterfinals coming up. We're not too sure who will be casting, but probably one of the newer teams. So until then, we'll be back soon.